Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to push his way through. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Steamer!
Now Cousins. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. On the handoff, it's Michelle. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Gibbs got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone.
And that's caught inside the 30. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know There's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good.
On second down, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing his Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And fights through 1 man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Prescott. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call his broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They shakes him off. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lambeau will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Michel. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Play fake, Cousins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Hey, we're good.
Play action now. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Crosby puts it through, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go. Let's finish now. What do you think? What do you think?
Here we go with Michelle. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's the backup Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. On play action, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Cousins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Michelle on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they will run it with Michelle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Buying time to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 53 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is caught by Allen for a Raider touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A give. This is Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michel. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here you go.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
Now Michel. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Prescott. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, Prescott here to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling spellings. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company. Look, bro, you can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me, he owe me some money. I need that. Hit him with the crumbin'. Why they don't want no problems with me. My got good. I ain't know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone them will obviously say move on. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it. When I